The idea of dual consciousness is the theory that both hemispheres of your brain contain a unique consciousness and they compete with each other for control of your body. That may sound insane, but there is some evidence for it, and it came out of epilepsy research. Epilepsy is quite essentially an electrical storm in your brain. It happens when neurons start firing randomly and firing too much, and the consequences can be dire. This can cause injury to the brain and injury to the patient when they fall. In severe cases that can't be controlled otherwise, surgeons will split the brain down the corpus callosum so the two hemispheres can no longer communicate. And some very weird stuff has happened since then. Many patients have reported that while they try to do an activity like dressing themselves, their other hand will do something like undress. So they're competing interests for the consciousness. Patients have often found that if they see information with one eye, then the hand that's in control of that side of the brain will be able to write the answer. But the other eye, if that is the one that's in control of language, will say that it doesn't know. This has led many scientists to postulate that there are two independent consciousnesses in the brain. Or potentially that they took one consciousness and when they prevented the two hemispheres from communicating, they created two. Whatever the case, the younger the patient is when they have the procedure, the better likelihood there is of a positive outcome and long-term damage being mitigated both from seizures and from the actual damage to their brain by the surgery. Whatever the case, the younger a person is when they have the procedure, the better outcome they're going to have, both from damage from the procedure and from damage from seizures. In some cases, we've removed entire hemispheres from somebody's brain in order to prevent a disease from spreading, like cancer. If a child is very young when they have the procedure, the other side of the brain can actually start to compensate and take over a lot of the work that the other hemisphere would have been doing. This cannot be done in adult patients because there's a lack of neuroplasticity and the consequences are devastating.